what we are learning is that it was not an oil tanker, it was not a fuel tanker. There had been a lot of reports that it was a tanker carrying some kind of inflammable substance or chemical, but it was indeed just a trailer that was carrying inflammable substance, some kind of glue that was using that Kijabe Naivasha Nakuru Road. The trailer had Ugandan registration plates, so we could say it was destined for Uganda, obviously from the port of Mombasa, possibly. That is, it was a trailer carrying some kind of inflammable glue that lost control and rammed into several vehicles. According to the National Disaster Management Unit, rammed into a total of 13 vehicles, exploding into flames. All vehicles involved in that particular accident exploding into flames. Some of them, most of them burnt beyond recognition. It was a horrific accident. The number, the total, the death toll as we speak, what can be confirmed by the Kenya Red Cross on the scene, as well as the Naivasha Fire Brigade, is that 40 people can be confirmed dead. It was a really horrific accident. What we have learned also is that some of those that were involved in that accident, that perished in that chemical incident, were a wedding party that were making their way from Subukia in the county of Nakuru. Very heartbreaking news there. And of course, it is going to be a very difficult situation for people who possibly could have lost their loved ones in that accident. Bodies burnt beyond recognition, as well as the vehicles even burnt beyond recognition. But that is what we know. It was not an oil tanker, it was not a fuel tanker. It was indeed a trailer with Ugandan registration plates. As we have been trying to ask some queries and put this into perspective, two questions that have been asked. It is the time that trailer was on the road, and of course the route that trailer was using, that is the Kijabe Naivasha Nakuru Road, instead of the Mai Mahiu Naivasha Road, which is used by the trailers and tankers. Those are the questions that are being asked. How was that trailer allowed to be on the road at that particular time of the night, at that particular point of the Naivasha Naivasha Nakuru highway, given that that particular highway has a lot of police checkpoints and roadblocks? How was that allowed to be on the road in the first place, endangering the lives of so many people on that usually very busy highway? But that is what we know, is that what we have learned from Victor Ogale, 33 bodies have been collected. That is according to the National Transport and Safety Authority. 2 people have been rushed to the Kenyatta National Hospital to be checked. Remember, this happening at a time when medical workers across the country are on strike, the national strike, of course, that began last week. Doctors and nurses, medical workers demanding for better pay, demanding for that collective bargaining agreement of 2013 to be implemented, saying they will not return to work. This happening at that particular time, of course. Many Kenyans hoping that those who need emergency medical attention from this horrific accident will be able to be attended to. Two people seriously injured, rushed to the Kenyatta National Hospital. Other survivors taken to the Naivasha District Hospital for further checks. We will be trying to get back to Victor Ogale and see if we'll be able to get the video signal to see what is the latest from that very horrific incident. What we do know so far, 40 people have been confirmed dead, maybe more. A lot of people, bodies burnt beyond recognition. Vehicles involved in that horrific accident burnt beyond recognition. Survivors rushed to the Naivasha District Hospital. 2 of them very seriously injured, rushed to the Kenyatta National Hospital. The Ministry of Transport at the scene, including the Principal Secretary of the Ministry of Transport, that is Irungu Nyakera, there. But we are yet to get an official statement, any form of communication from the government, almost 8 hours later, almost 8 hours after that horrific accident. The National Disaster Management Unit is also on the scene. The Naivasha Fire Brigade also on the scene. The Kenya Red Cross have been busy all night trying to get to any survivors they have been on the scene, of course. This is not the first such kind of accident. On the 31st of January in 2009, there was another accident still on that, that Nairobi Eldoret Highway at Sachangwan, when a fuel tanker this time exploded, killing more than 100 people. If it is a very horrific incident that we are waking up to this morning. Kenyans are waking up to those heartbreaking news. We are trying to keep an eye on this developing story for you, and just to find out, to put some faces into this very horrific story. That fire accident happening at Karai. This happened at a place called Karai as you approach Naivasha from Kinungi. That is on the Nairobi, Kijabe, Naivasha, Nakuru Highway. As that trailer with Ugandan plates that was carrying some kind of inflammable glue, we are yet to ascertain specifically what kind of chemical that trailer was carrying at that particular time of the night. Of course, this, as we have told you, raising a lot of questions about the particular time that that said trailer was on the road, the particular spot that that trailer was, that ill-fated trailer, that the place of the accident, that is the Karai, because the trailers are not supposed to be using that particular route. That is the Nairobi, Kijabe, Naivasha Road. They are supposed to be using the Nairobi, Mai Mahiu, Naivasha Road. We are keeping an eye on that. We are still waiting to hear what the government will be saying. We are yet to get any form of communication from the Kenyan government. We understand Ministry of Transport officials are on the scene, but we are yet to get any form of communication from them. Even the official death toll from this horrific accident, we are yet to get that. But what Victor Ogale has been able to tell us, he has been able to get from the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, that 33 bodies, he has been able to confirm, independently confirm that 33 bodies were pulled out of that accident. But what we have gotten from the Kenya Red Cross is that at least 40 people have been confirmed dead. As we did tell you earlier, some of the people that have perished in that accident were a wedding party that were making their way from Subukia in the county of Nakuru. That is the latest that we do know so far. It is a trailer, not a fuel tanker. It is a developing story. Very heartbreaking story Kenyans are waking up to this morning. We are keeping an eye on that for you here on KTN News, Kenya's premier 24-hour news channel. Victor Ogale, our correspondent, our reporter in the county of Nakuru, is on the scene, has been on the scene from early morning, trying to piece together any piece of information that he can be able to come across, talk to stakeholders that are at the scene, the National Disaster Management Unit on the scene, the Kenya Red Cross on the scene, the Naivasha Fire Brigade on the scene, the Ministry of Transport, led by the Principal Secretary, that is Erongo Nyakera, also on the scene. We await any official statement from the government. We did receive a statement from the National Disaster Management Unit, just informing, detailing what happened late last night. You know, the nature of the accident, who was involved in the accident, the potential cars that were involved there. That is what we were able to get at that particular point. Of course, they were saying that 30 people were feared dead. We can confirm at this point in time that 40 people have been confirmed dead. We are waiting for the official communication from the government to just confirm the official death toll and any survivors, the number of the survivors, and any more information concerning this horrific accident happening at Karai as you approach Naivasha from Kinungi on the Nairobi, Kijabe, Naivasha, Nakuru Highway, one of the busiest